Imagine discovering that your own sister, the person you grew up with, shared secrets with, and defended countless times, has planned her engagement party without inviting you. The photos flood your feed, every smiling face except yours. It stings, but you bite your tongue, until something inside you snaps. That night, you write a post. You don't name names, just your truth. You go to bed, certain no one will care. But by morning, your phone won't stop buzzing, and your words have set the internet on fire. It started with silence. My sister, Emma, had been acting distant for months, but I didn't think much of it. I assumed it was wedding stress or her usual mood swings. Then one Saturday evening, while scrolling Instagram, I froze. There she was, dressed in a sparkling gown, standing beside her fiancé, surrounded by family and friends, including our parents. Everyone except me. No text, no invite, not even a heads up. Just photos of laughter, clinking glasses, and a caption that read, "Couldn't have asked for a more perfect night." My chest tightened. I replayed every memory, the times I helped her get through heartbreaks, the hours I spent planning her birthdays, the countless times I stood by her side. But when it was my turn to be part of her joy, I was erased. I didn't confront her. Instead, I sat quietly in my room, wondering what I'd done wrong. The next morning, Mom called as if nothing had happened. "It was a lovely night," she said. Emma looked stunning. I waited, expecting her to mention me, maybe an apology, maybe an excuse. But nothing. When I asked why I wasn't invited, she hesitated. Emma thought it might be awkward, after the argument last Christmas. The argument? She meant the one where I called out Emma for mocking my career online. Apparently, standing up for myself made me persona non grata at my own sister's engagement. Something inside me cracked. I'd always stayed silent to keep peace. But this time, silence felt like consent, like agreeing that I deserved to be left out. That night, I opened Reddit and began to type. I didn't reveal names or faces, just the story of being the forgotten sister. I wrote with trembling hands, pouring years of quiet hurt into one post. The title was simple. My sister excluded me from her engagement party, and now I can't stop crying. I hit post and shut my laptop, expecting nothing. Just a small corner of the internet to scream into. When I woke up the next morning, my phone was buzzing non-stop. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Then I saw the notifications, thousands of upvotes, hundreds of comments, and messages from strangers all over the world. People shared their own stories of being left out, betrayed, or overlooked by family. Some offered empathy, others outrage. One comment read, "You didn't lose a sister. You lost someone pretending to be one." By noon, my story had hit the front page. Influencers were quoting it on TikTok. Even a journalist messaged me, asking if I'd be willing to talk about family exclusion and emotional neglect. I didn't respond, I just watched as my private pain became a public mirror. The post wasn't revenge, it was validation. For once, people saw my side. And then, the impossible happened, Emma called. Her voice was shaky, desperate. "Take it down," she pleaded. "You're humiliating me." But I hadn't mentioned her name. The guilt she felt came from her own reflection. That evening, she showed up at my apartment. No warning, just the sound of her heels clicking angrily down the hallway. "How could you do this to me?" she snapped the moment I opened the door. "I didn't do anything to you," I replied calmly. "You did this to yourself." For a moment, she looked speechless. Then she exploded. "You've made me look like a monster. People think I'm heartless." I reminded her that she made the choice not to invite me, that her embarrassment was self-inflicted. My words hit hard. Her face softened, tears welling. "I just didn't want drama," she admitted. "You always steal attention, and I wanted this to be my day." It was like being stabbed and hugged at the same time, cruel honesty coated in insecurity. I realized then that Emma's exclusion wasn't hatred. It was fear of not shining enough. We talked for hours. For the first time, she listened. She apologized, genuinely. And though forgiveness didn't come instantly, something inside me began to heal. The post kept spreading. People debated, analyzed, and even created reaction videos about the forgotten sister. My inbox overflowed with messages from others who'd found courage in my story. I didn't delete the post. Instead, I added an update. My sister and I finally talked. We're not perfect, but we're trying. Sometimes, going viral isn't about revenge, it's about being heard. That comment section turned into a safe space. Thousands of strangers lifted each other up, sharing pain, empathy, and closure. It became bigger than me, a collective reminder that silence never heals betrayal. Emma, surprisingly, began reading those comments too. One night, she sent me a text. I didn't realize how badly I hurt you until I saw how many people felt your pain. Since then, things haven't gone back to normal, but they've become real. We talk honestly now, no filters, no forced smiles. That viral moment didn't just change our relationship. It changed me. I learned that sometimes, when people silence your voice, the universe finds a louder microphone. Sometimes, being excluded becomes the greatest invitation, an invitation to rediscover your worth. I didn't go viral for revenge. I went viral because truth resonates louder than silence. My sister's party may have been one night, but my voice reached millions. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that family doesn't always mean closeness, and validation doesn't always come from those you expect. So, if you've ever been left out or made to feel invisible, remember, the world listens when you finally choose to speak.